So for real.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's going on, people, and welcome on into the Put It in the Book show, season 7, episode 17. This would keep on rolling right along here. Yes, I am Steve, right down here, as always, because sometimes we got somebody in the middle, sometimes I'm in the middle. I don't know what's going on. Rodriguez, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, Farace, man? What's going on? Losing a little bit of enthusiasm and a little bit of steam here.
I feel that. I feel that in your voice.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Indeed.
One of those days.
Not to open a fat can of whoop ass on you.
Yep. Producer Jose.
Yes. Well, now that you mention him, it's like Beetlejuice almost.
It's exactly like Beetlejuice. And he would love that.
Producer Joe, what's going on, sir?
Yeah. Producer Joe.
That's the
Manea.
Manea, indeed. All right, so we'll be without Keith today. It's just the two of us, Rodriguez, and the guy behind you. Where he gets upset and he leaves you on here solo, and you got to write out the whole show by yourself. So
he's gonna do something. Don't antagonize him.
All right, so you're stuck with just the two of us for the next 45 minutes or so.
Three of us.
Joe.
See, you did it already.
Manea.
You already started with him.
Manea.
All right, so obviously. All right, welcome.
I'm sorry. Were you not ready for that? I'm sorry.
I'm always totally prepared for everything that you do.
Oh, really?
No. This.
See, he gets to be on the
It's
show
not
too.
a challenge. Challenge accepted. There it is. All right. So, what are we gonna talk about, Rodriguez? Since last we spoke,
nothing good.
Nothing good. Since the last time we spoke, I blame you a little bit for my enthusiasm that I had over the weekend, because last week, their last show, I was like, I'm a little hesitant about about the Mariners, their pitching staff, etc. And then you just said one sentence to me, and you completely changed my mind, and I went saying 2 out of 3, and that was you saying that we beat up on the Aces, which has been true.
So how was I to know that these guys are going to lay down and go booties up and say, "Take it"?
Whoa!
Just take it.
Guys.
Okay, so Rodriguez, what? 22-1 in the 3-game set. What the hell happened, Rodriguez?
How good is that staff? Is that the Baltimore Orioles staff that won everybody won almost 30 games in the 60s or 70s? I mean, what are you talking?
But they weren't hitting well. They were not hitting well.
There's the point. Lindor, right away, he's back to that dipping thing that he does when he gets into the lefty, that whole lefty mode. He starts swinging that bat up in a loop, and boom, doesn't start to hit. Pete is starting to get hot. So what's Pete's going to carry the whole team? Because that Nemo Nemo doesn't know what a bat looks like. Nemo needs some
Nemo's
tennis racket.
McNeil from the first
Ni-
half.
Nemo needs a freaking guitar to hit a baseball nowadays. He's having a rough time. And McNeil is sort of hitting. Now he's back to being McNeil and pouting. You know, this is not what a championship playoff quality team does. They don't let up. They have to push harder. They have to get tougher. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, right? So let's say the Mariners. The Mariners pitching staff. Okay, everyone said it was good. It's a good staff. Maybe top 5 in baseball, I believe.
Number one.
Number one. Okay, number one in baseball. Okay, so you faced the number one pitching staff in baseball, and you got shut down. Shut down, dude.
Embarrassing.
Management has to look at this type of stuff too and put it in the back of their heads and say, wow, we go up against a team with a really good staff. These guys can get dominated. They can't adjust and start hitting and get some runs. Management's gonna look at that. So that's gonna affect who's here next year, who's not here next year. All these things that we just see as a loss, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, where people just trying to figure out how to make this team better. And David Stearns, we've seen this, bro. We've seen this all year. He pulls the trigger, bang, you're gone. That's it. So, you tell me. You think the Mariners? You think the Mariners are really that good that we could only score one run against them, bro? You don't think it was a little bit of maybe us not doing our job, not being prepared?
The long shutdown, bang, MP. Thanks for watching. Feels like you got a little Mariner color in your little logo there. I don't know, but no accusations. No accusations.
Don't start problems with people we don't know.
Never.
Stinking Seattle. It's only raining over there. People smell like grass. I don't mean the good kind.
Listen, it was the long road trip, guys getting worn down, and the hitting.
Dude, I don't know about that, man. I know, I appreciate you saying that. I get it, but I don't think that long road trip guy's getting worn down, because Mendoza does a really good job of substituting and bringing people in and out of the game. So these guys should be fresh, or at least they should be very in good shape, good enough to play to do
for sure. But it's like the perfect storm. You got this long road trip, and now you're going against the number one pitching staff in all of baseball.
That doesn't help you, right?
So then the hope was, and we talked about this last week. Before the road trip, we were up near the upper echelon of teams as far as road records was concerned. It was like we were like 4 or 5 games over. But at home, we were really hovering around the 500 mark. And I said we got to beef up when we get home against Oakland and Seattle. Got Seattle on the brain. The Marlins, because then Baltimore's coming in. So here comes Oakland, and they're hitting all these home runs. And I look, and they're fourth in all of baseball in home runs.
They're a power hitting team. I got a couple of guys on my fantasy squad from Oakland, the catcher and Rooker. They're decent players, but however, they still have a crappy record, right?
Yes. No.
Their record is not as good as ours. I mean, with Seattle, you have to really think about what you're gonna go do over there, who you're gonna play. Seattle pretty much they're kind of the same as us. Their record is not that bad, where they're a horrible team, even though they have problems hitting.
Thanks, MP.
Their record was just about the same as ours. So when you play a team like that, expect to split the series, maybe even lose the series. We wanted to beat them up because they're Seattle, bro. Come on, the place full of hippies. Nobody can hold a bat over there in Seattle. They all got limp wrists. We should have won these games. I'm going to just say anything I can to insult them because I hate them now.
I think we jinxed it. I said it in my recap video. I think we jinxed it because we're always sending our crappy players to either Texas or Seattle.
But they're imaginary players.
Baseball
it never happens. It's just us making the stuff up in our mind. It never happens. We don't want Seattle to take their vengeance out on us.
Oakland is 16-9 in their last 25. Thanks for Thanks for choosing this time to get hot. Appreciate it.
Great. We appreciate that. But they're still not as good a team, right? The record
Right.
indicates that. So
Right.
you should beat the teams that are less than you. You really should beat them if you're gonna get to the playoffs.
Yo, and you'll wind up losing 2 out of 3. First game is pretty embarrassing with all the bombs that got hit off of us.
Smoke.
Second game, Lindor
Don't
with a
smoke
home
them out.
run, Pete with a bomb off the facade. With 4 hits.
Pete's
Big
looking
Pete.
strong, man. Pete's looking strong.
4 hits.
He really is.
Jesus Christ! But
Four
can we
hits.
talk about his form? He's so clumsy. Just falls on his nose.
He's a polar bear. How graceful are polar bears? They're big, strong, and when they get to, they're gonna kill you. But he's not gonna be doing pirouettes. You know, he's not a ballerina or whatever.
It looks swollen up. I
Dude,
thought it was broken.
oh my god, he's a goofy bastard, but he's our goofy bastard. You know, he's the man. You see him walking on the street with his arms flailing and stuff like that, and the way he runs and everything. He's a goofy bastard. He's a perfect power hitting first baseman.
The way he speaks Spanish, the way he does his celebration with Winker.
Now he's doing that now. When he hits
that's rounding first,
like
but then
that,
he ends it. Isaac says Pete was Olympic breakdancing from Australia.
I know.
Barb's mom.
He's that.
Welcome.
Mrs. Farace.
Pete has listen, Mama Farace's not very high on Pete these days. I'm just saying.
Mama Farace
not very high.
Mama Farace is being led by WFAN. Mama Farace, listen to us. Don't listen to WFAN.
No charisma, never smiles, punching his glove at first base. Good for nothing. Doesn't get hits in big spots. Today in the 9th inning.
He's not clutch. Not Pete.
All right. So all right, for the first game of the series, Blackburn, just to kind of look at what the pitching has been not doing. Blackburn 4 innings, 6 earned runs.
I would not have pitched Blackburn
against his old team.
That's their guy. I would never do that. I'm just that type of old school. I would have pitched anybody else. Brought them up, moved them up, started Budo, brought in somebody else. You know, I wouldn't have started Blackburn.
Do like an opener type of thing?
Yeah, like an opener, anybody else, dude. Move a pitcher. If you could move a pitcher, move a pitcher. But they know exactly what he throws. They know exactly what he's gonna do in a situation. What his intentions are. They know that. So it's almost like, yeah, like I just saw you earlier. Booty's up. Here, take it. You might as well just take it.
Oh man. Well, and then just really quick, back to the sorry to do this, but back to the Seattle series. Quintana goes 6 2/3, gives up 5 runs. Manaya, we call him Manea right now because that's another jinx from last week. He jinxed. The producer Joe jinxed the hell out of Manea.
Okay. It was producer Joe's fault.
3 innings, 3 runs. And then Severino, 5 innings, 4 runs. So a quality start, nowhere to be found.
Dude, this is what they've always been. These are the pitchers that we have. You're gonna get 3 or 4 good games out of them. They're the best thing. They're an ace. They're this. They're that, and the other thing. And then they're back to being middle of the order, middle of the pack starters that stay around 500. That's what we have. Admit it.
Isaac pinpoints the. If you want to point to one major thing, it's the walks. We've been getting killed all year with the walks. David Peterson.
Why do walks happen though? Think about the reason why walks happen, because these guys don't have the balls to challenge pitchers. They're nitpickers, all of them. Even Manaya, whatever. He got lucky that he's been throwing high and they're calling high strikes. Whatever. This is the guys that we have. Gotta deal with it. Wait till Senga gets back next year. I'm so depressed right now. You're making me depressed.
Can we talk? Let's talk about a positive. David Peterson. Okay, David Peterson. Now there's like a new fire in this dude's eyes because he's going out there. He's getting aggressive and in
winning,
that 5th inning and winning.
and
3.04
getting deeper
ERA
into
now.
games,
3.04.
getting deeper into games, right?
Deeper into games. Yesterday goes 6 1/3, gives up no earned runs, and the 6 1/3. You notice in the 5th inning, I think it was 2 outs. He faced the number 9 hitter and he walked him, and he was pissed at himself, pissed to where when he went into the dugout, he was slamming his glove and pushing stuff around. That is a
Absolutely.
great sign, I think.
I wanted to see that. I was so happy to see that. I was so happy to see that. Why are you pitching around, guys? Stop. You can't nitpick. Sometimes you just got to come at them. You come at them in the strike zone, dude. Get your slider, get your curveball, throw your fastball a little bit high. Pitch, learn to pitch, and you won't have these problems where you only last 6 innings. Because if he wasn't afraid to pitch a lot of these games, he'd easily go into the 7th, easily cruise into the 7th for the way he's been doing it. Because I like when he's aggressive. It's fantastic. An aggressive lefty. He throws 93, 94. He has a slider. He has sort of a changeup. He has a curveball. He has everything. And he's a lefty. My God, man. This kid could really be something if he becomes a pitcher. And it seems like he's,
Feels like
on
it's
his way to
happening.
do that. Feels like it's sort of happening right in front of us. I mean, why not have a 26, 27-year-old stud lefty in your lineup? I mean, geez, man, come on. If he learned to change up from Santana, if the Mets were to go get Johan Santana and say, kid, this is how I threw my change up and see if he could do it. If he learned to change up with 94, 95 mile an hour fastball, he's gonna be a Johan Santana. Pretty good.
Yeah. Not bad. I noted a couple of called strikes that he got yesterday and completely surprised a right-handed hitter on a pitch not too far off center plate, 92 mile an hour, and that's because you're doing something right on the outside part of the plate, right?
They're not sitting on you, which meaning that they know what you're gonna throw. They're not sitting on a pitch and saying, "Oh, he's got to throw a fastball," and then you throw the guy a fastball. So you're mixing your pitches. You're keeping them off stride, up, down, left, right, slow, fast. It's called pitching, man. I mean, you fail 8 times nowadays, and they still put you in the lineup. You could be a 200 hitter and you're still in a major league lineup. So it's kind of a joke. I mean, you have the advantage, man. If you're a pitcher, you have the advantage.
Yep. Yeah. So, and then the last thing with Peterson, he's racking up the wins, which is the most important thing. He's got his ERA down, like I said, to 3.03, 3.04. And he's exhibiting all this stuff that we've been waiting for, and it makes you wonder how badly the hip was impeding his progress, that he had an off-season hip surgery.
I don't know. I think he wasn't mature enough. I don't think he was mentally ready to succeed. Honestly, I mean, an injury can make you mentally ready, and you have to say to yourself, "This is it. I can get injured, and I cannot be in this game. I cannot be playing this, and trying to be an insurance salesman somewhere in Topeka, Kansas, or wherever the hell he's from." Oh, he's from Colorado, right?
Yes. Yeah. Denver.
Some place like some crappy
Topeka.
place. Oh, I like Colorado though. You can go there and have a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Lot of fun. He wasn't ready. Now he's bearing down. The fact that he was so pissed off that the other day when he walked that guy and with himself and he showed it, it's fine, dude. You want that. You want your pitcher on the mound to be leading you guys, to be aggressive, to be tough. When you have
he didn't even score.
Tough pitcher, yeah, the guy didn't even score. He was still mad,
and he
which
was
is great. You should be mad. Nobody gets on base against me. That's how he should be thinking. And if the team will get behind you, man. And once you have the team behind you, once they believe in you as a pitcher, as a player, and they know that you're that guy that goes balls to the wall, they're gonna play even harder behind you on defense, and they're gonna try even harder on offense. So it's just human nature. So a pitcher should be the leader. Every pitcher should see himself as the ace and as the leader of that team at that particular day.
Yep. Yeah, and he's the new flavor of the week, the new ace of the week. Huh?
He's the new ace of the week.
Whatever.
Next week, maybe maybe it'll be Buto or somebody. Who knows?
We'll see. And then today was Quintana, gives up 4 runs in 4 innings. He's now given up 9 runs in his last 9 innings. Not necessarily what we're wanting around here, Rodriguez.
No, because he's a slow, soft tossing lefty that should not be pitching in the majors. At 90 and 90, and that's it. But dude, he's a 500 pitcher, and you need a big offense behind him for him to be a successful guy. Because if we don't put up numbers, remember what happened to us the last time? Our pitchers started to suck, and then we started to suck offensively. So we were not putting pressure on the other team. We weren't scoring runs. Then our pitchers get lit up, and we lose a game. And happens all
You
the
guys
time. So
suck.
what are you going to do about Lindor? What are you going to do about Pete? What are you going to do about McNeil? What are you going to do about all these hitters that don't hit?
What? That's very that's
I say get
aggressive.
rid of them. I say get rid of all of them.
Trade them all. Lindor just hit a home run to yesterday, last night.
Yeah, that's true. He gets the 1 day reprieve.
Pete, 4 hits yesterday,
He gets 2 days.
a home run. Listen,
I like that home run, man. That was nasty when he
that
hit
was
it,
bomb.
and then he just looked at it. I was like,
Yes.
he got it.
Too bad it didn't bleed into today. Huh?
Oh
yeah. Listen, now you mentioned an injury before. You mentioned how injuries can, help a guy out mentally. There's a guy, there's a pitcher, very good pitcher, who is just about to potentially make his return to the major leagues here in a few weeks, and that this has nothing to do with the Mets' current roster, but it's Jacob deGrom out there.
Why?
He was throwing 99 miles an hour. He's throwing.
Okay. Why would you even bring that name up?
It's just that it's
Why would
baseball.
Why would you bring that name up?
It's baseball news.
I mean, honestly. All right, just tell me about Tell me about some freaking Binghamton Met guy that all of a sudden came back because his career is flourishing again. Tell me
No,
about that guy.
actually, did you see what's his name got hit
about.
in the where yesterday with a 90 some odd mile an hour fastball? Did you see him?
Drew Gilbert.
Yes. Did you
Drew
see him
Gilbert?
get hit?
No.
What? He got hit where you don't want to get hit.
Oh wait, is that because he was stealing a base?
By a pitch. No, by a pitch.
Oh, no.
He was turning it. Producer Joe. Well, I don't know how it'll play on this.
Yeah, videos. Yeah, no.
But yeah, he was up at the plate. He went to kind of check his swing, and the ball went right to where he don't want it to go, and he was down, screaming, writhing in pain.
He wasn't wearing a cup?
I don't know. What position was he playing? Because they were talking about this.
Booties up if he wasn't wearing a cup.
No, because they were talking on the broadcast yesterday. They were saying how outfielders typically don't wear a cup because they're diving, whatever.
They're stupid. They're stupid.
Yeah,
it's bull crap. I never played a game without wearing a cup, man. I prize my nards above all.
No,
else.
it was so bad. Like I was in pain for him.
Yeah, well, that's why you wear a cup. That's why cups are made. Dude, you can play baseball easily, comfortably with a cup on.
Listen, let's talk Vientos for a moment. Vientos, couple of bombs today in a losing effort, yes, but he is after that day off that he had. Remember, we talked about him looking a little sluggish. Day off does wonders. He's been hitting well since that day.
Well, he has a hurt foot. I don't know about the sluggish, but the sluggish is probably partly true. He hasn't played. He's a minor leaguer. He hasn't played all these games like that, and just need a little bit of rest, a little bit of TLC on the foot, and he's back to hitting bombs. I mean, we saw it all year. We saw it in spring training. How he has monster power. And when he hits the ball to center field at Citi Field and he hits it out, and it doesn't even look like he's swinging hard. The kid's got some pop. And him and Pete, cornerstone sluggers like the old days, first and third, cover spots. I'm all for him, man. I've been talking about him for a long time. I've been saying, let's get this guy Vientos, give him a chance to play. I even didn't want poor JD on the team because of him. And I take that back. I'm so sorry, JD. So
He's been
sorry,
pretty
but
damn good. Good
I
leader.
didn't want him to take the opportunity away from the kid, but he's been pretty good. He's been freaking great. The reason the Mets went into that streak and started crushing people is because of JD. He's the one that led by example. He taught them how to become hitters again. Fantastic. One of maybe the best acquisition the Mets have made in a couple of years. At least to make a team better, because he did it. I believe that. I believe JD was the cornerstone of that whole thing. He started it all up, and his professionalism and everything else has made the Mets a lot better. Dude.
Yeah,
Serious.
and
But
maybe put pressure on Vientos. He got sent to the minors. That's a little. Hey, I got sent
hey,
down.
he got sent down to the minors, and out of pure grit and hatred and anger, he busted out a mustache. When that mustache came out, his
You're right.
they dropped.
Everything
That
dropped.
was all. Everything dropped. That was all she wrote, man. The kid was off. He came back strong.
Yeah,
And
and he
determined.
grabbed that third base job and ain't letting it go because he's making
Yeah.
all the plays, making all the plays over there.
He's making the plays and he's hitting bombs. I mean, you don't lose the position if you're doing that, dude.
That's just between the three of those guys, Lindor, Vientos, and Pete. That's 110 bombs a year.
That's 100. Yeah,
That's
even using an even nice easy number, 100 bombs a year. That's
take away
and
10 of my bombs.
that'll be on an average. Well, that'll be on an average year. Because Lindor's gonna start hitting 20 home runs, 25, but Viento's gonna go up.
And a couple more years.
Yeah.
Give him a couple more years of 30 home run power.
You think so? Think Lindor's got a couple
so.
more years of 30?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so 115 bombs from these guys.
See the optimism I bring out. I like it.
Now you make me feel a little better. Yeah, those guys, and then the young guys that are coming up. But we should be a decent team for a few years. But give that credit to management. You know, we never. I don't think we ever give them enough credit, especially Stearns and even Mendoza. He's handling this team very well so far, and he's done a fantastic job as a first-year manager. And Stearns is he's just a chess master, man. He's getting the pieces to come in and fit for a minute. Even if they don't fit, they're not going to fit long term. You know, so but at least he's keeping hope alive this year.
No, they are, and that's all as Met fans we could hope for. Let's take a look at the next couple of series coming up. Now this really turns into a couple of big time series. I know it's against the Marlins, but you got to get up for those games as well. So let's go through.
They're our Achilles heel, man. Those Marlins. They always come up and just
We always got to be nervous with this.
Mess up our season.
All right. So Minaya, do we call him Minaya until he has another solid outing?
Whatever producer Joe wants him to be called. Yep. What do we get, producer Joe? He doesn't like to
he fell asleep.
So I'm looking it up because I can't put it on the screen.
Yeah, well, I have it here. I could just go through it like that.
All right. Well, no, I've got it now. What did you want? What's your question?
What would you like Minaya to be called? Seeing as though you jinxed the whole situation.
Minaya.
He's Minaya until he pitches well. All right, Minaya still 8-5, 3.44 ERA. This is tomorrow night, 7:10 at Citi against some clown Rod Munoz. Let me not insult people because this is just going to come back to bite us.
You know what? No, we're New York.
Listen, no, it's not. I praised Seattle, and it backfired anyway.
No, don't be praising nobody.
Oh, that's why you were saying diarrhea, Max. He's calling
diarrhea.
Minaya diarrhea. I feel like that's what.
He's 8-5 with a 3.44 ERA. That's as good as Minaya is going to be. So we should be happy we got that.
Couple 2-3 rough outings. Against some clown Rod Munoz, 2-6, 5.67 ERA.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
That's your
That's
Friday
the guy
game.
we should whoop on. That's the guy we should whoop on.
All of them. Jeez. All right. Saturday, a 4.10 start. Severino 7-6, ERA up to 4.17 against some clown named Mayer. 3-2, a 5.20 ERA. That's
Another guy with a with 5-run ERA. I mean, are you kidding me?
And then Blackburn, not pitching against his former team. He's 5-3, 4.43 ERA. I don't know who this guy is.
No. Say the name.
Okay, I'm bringing up. It is Valente Beoso, number 83. That's all you need to know.
Wow. Okay, number 83. Number 83 needs to be sent back to 1983. This guy should get a beat down.
He is 2-1.
We have to sweep these guys. We have to
He's
sweep
2-1, a 2.28 ERA. So,
yeah, I don't care. I don't care if he's the rookie of the year. I don't care. We have to sweep the Marlins. It's imperative. Indubitably.
he's only given up two runs in 3 starts.
Okay,
Or his
how
last
many
3
innings have he
starts.
pitched? How many innings
Last
have
3
he pitched?
starts. 5 2/3, and 7.
17 innings, 18 innings, and he's given up 2 runs.
Mm-hmm.
1 run a game. Not bad.
Not a strikeout guy. 5, 4, and 4.
Not a strikeout guy.
I just jinxed that. So he'll have 11.
It depends. If he throws 95, he's going to strike us out. If not, he's not. I mean, we got to beat the Marlins, bro. We have to beat a team like that to be a playoff team. What's the point? Point?
Yeah, I know what we got to do, but what are we going to do? What's your prediction? What is going to happen here?
What we're going to do is we're going to beat the Marlins.
Yeah.
We're going to beat the Marlins. We're going to sweep them.
All 3 of them.
Away from the
Producer
Marlins.
Joe, what you got? What you got in the chat, guys? Isaac.
Victor. Well, the Marlins, no matter what, even though the AAA Marlins, they always play us tough. Always. It's always a tough series. So having said that, I say we're going to go in and we're going to sweep them. And it's going to put us back on the right track.
I like the way you're thinking.
Me too. I like it.
That's exactly the way we need to be thinking. That's exactly what's going to happen. And that's what Mama Farace is saying. Marlins are nemesis. Okay, so that's your 3-game. That's the weekend series. Then you got Baltimore. All these games are...
See, that's the problem there. That's why you want to come in feeling like you got big balls.
That's what we needed, Oakland and the Marlins. Because
now we just got to do the Marlins up.
Yes, we got to whoop up on them. We got to put a hurt on these.
We have to throw a wig on them and lipstick and just bash them. I don't know, do something bad. Do some bad stuff.
Beat them like a baby seal.
I would be clubbing that baby seal called the Marlins right now. Absolutely.
All right, so is that a 3-game set? Yeah, that's a 3-game set. 7 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7-10, 7-10, and a 1:10. Why stop doing these 1:10 afternoon games? I know they're doing it. They do it at the end of the year. Dude, kids are still out of school up there.
What do we do? What do we do the rest of the day then? At night,
exactly.
When you're at home.
What are you supposed to do with? What do you guys do when you're not watching baseball? You go to Alanis Morissette concerts. So after that series against Baltimore, you got 3 straight tough series. You got the Orioles, you got the Padres, and then you got the Diamondbacks. So very important that you beat up on these Marlins.
Test your mettle. This average pitching staff is going to have to really perform. They're going to have to do 5 1/3. Have to stretch them out.
Get Peterson going in there every 4th day. Pop him in twice in rotation. Run him out there.
Oh God! I bet you one of those games they should really take Budo and Tylor and back them. Have them split a game. Get Budo to start the game because no wait, is Tylor a better starter than Budo?
I think that
Start Tylor for 2 innings, 2 1/3, maybe 3 if we're pushing it, and you bring in Budo to the A's.
1.5 times through the lineup. 3 up
That's it.
downs.
That's it. Let me tell you something. How good these guys look when you only see them once. You know, I mean, you know, they'd be
Right.
great pitchers. So
Oh,
3
yeah.
innings. They could do 3 innings each. These schmucks can do 3 innings, man. They should do it easily. Easily.
Well,
I bet you we win a game.
okay, so we don't know who's going to be pitching, but just
Mhm.
gut call on that Orioles series. What do you got there?
Orioles. I would. Yeah. To be honest, with the Orioles, I would start. I would pitch. I would definitely. I would not pitch Blackburn again because they know him very well. I would have him in the back of in my back pocket, ready to come in and spot relief for that series
Well,
with
I
them.
think
If
Blackburn
I
pitches
could,
Sunday. He pitches
Blackburn
Sunday, so
pitches
he would
Sunday, so
he'll
he's
miss.
not gonna face. He'll miss them. Okay, good, good. He should have missed the other team.
What's this 12:05
The
start?
A's.
Watch on Roku on Sunday. What's that?
Roku? On Roku? I have Roku. Good. Glad to hear that.
But you can
Glad to
only
hear
watch
that.
it on Roku. I thought Roku was a device.
It has its own channels. Roku has their own they have their own channels.
Well, it's the Marlins anyway, so
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. What sucks for us is we can't. We're in Florida, so we get screwed with those games.
with the stupid blackouts.
Stupid
Baseball.
blackouts.
Fix it.
I would start Budo. I would start Manea, and I would start Luis.
So all right, so
I don't. If Peterson falls into it, I don't know if I want to start Peterson against him. But he's got to
Peterson
man up.
actually pitched today, yesterday. So
So he's gonna hit Tuesday, right?
He'll open the series
I'll
Monday.
open the series on Monday. Okay, so then there's the lefty. I was looking for a lefty. I didn't think Peterson would make it. So Peterson, and then Budo, and then probably who comes after Budo?
Who
Quintana?
started today? Quintana? It would if they go with
It would
what
be Quintana.
they've
It would be
had.
Quintana.
It would be Peterson, Quintana, and
Quintana.
Manea. Sorry.
Three
It would
three
be
lefties.
three
Three
lefties.
lefties in a row, huh? Well, it's 94, 89, 93.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's we need to make sure, but we need to make sure is find that umpire that Manaya had that called all those high strikes for everybody, and have him be the guy that officiates every important series for us. Because that guy made Manaya look like he was going to throw a no hitter, man.
So, are you trying to say that we're going to sweep the Orioles?
I'm trying to say that we're going to win one out from the Orioles. Yeah.
Producer Joe, you have more faith?
Yeah, no, I think we
That's
keep
tough
it rolling
series.
after the Marlins. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
There it is.
I hope so. You're gonna, you want to say 1 out of 3, right? Or you're gonna say 2 out of 3? Really?
I'm in with 2 out of 3. I'm in with 2 out of 3.
It's killing you. It's killing you. I can see your face.
The gears begin to go in this Marlins series, and then they don't let up through that Orioles series.
Dude, I really, really hope so. But it's gonna depend on our pitching.
Ooh,
I
Max
think
says
the
we
offense,
sweep the
the guys
Orioles.
will be ready.
Max is saying sweep dreams, Orioles.
Max is full bore, man. He's 190%, 190 miles an hour, man. He's going.
Okay, that's good because I just noticed that the Padres series is a 4-game set. But we'll talk about that next week.
That's the one that's a killer. That's the one that's going to be tough.
7 straight against Padres and Diamondbacks.
I would love for the Mets to win 7 straight, to just sweep both of those teams and come into the Padres series with a 6-game winning streak.
Let's do
it. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. But you know, intimidation goes a long way.
Yes. Who?
That's why Pete. I don't know why Pete shaves the mustache. Pete looks so goofy. The polar bear looks He really does look like a
Maybe it would have
Butterfield.
been a better look for him if he had broken the nose. Been scary polar bear.
Scary
Couple
polar
black
bear.
eyes.
Angry polar bear. Panda
Angry.
polar bear.
Hitting
Black eyes.
bombs for bomb 470.
Dude, 470 is far. It's
Yeah, I know.
really far.
You know what I watched the other day? I saw a highlight of that I hadn't seen for a really long time. Back in whatever late 90s, I guess. McGuire's 530-foot bomb off of Randy Johnson in Seattle. Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, screw you, Seattle.
Screw you. Screw you. That's why
Hey.
the Seagulls suck. They're so stupid. They run into baseballs. Stupid Seattle Seagulls.
That's all right. All right. Before we close it out, I want to get some thoughts on the discussion that's being had around a potential rule change in baseball, where the rule would be starting pitchers have to go at least 6 innings, with the caveats being, the exceptions being, if they hit 100 pitches before then, they could be removed. If they've given up four or more runs, they could be removed, or injury.
Oh my gosh. Oh, really?
Now,
So you're gonna make them pitch 6 innings, but with excuses?
this is what the owners did. This is the owner's fault.
Really?
Now, the other part of this is that you can't just do that. You can't do that from one year to the next. So they're talking about, if this potential rule does go into effect, which it's in the infant stages, it would be a ramp up. It wouldn't be next year. It would be, all right, start ramping up your minor leaguers to learn this, so that you don't have 7 million injuries and have no starting pitchers and bring us into the rotation.
So why don't they just say, listen, we screwed up teaching these kids to throw their max for every inning, for every pitch. We screwed up. We're not gonna do that anymore. Teach
That
them
is
the right
exactly
way.
what it is, right?
That's all they have to do.
It's as simple as it is, right?
Just say it and be done with it, and stop making we gotta make a rule and this and that. We're gonna make a rule, but we're still gonna coddle them. We're gonna make a rule, but they don't have to learn how to pitch yet. We're gonna just
They wanted freaks.
stop.
They wanted freaks that could throw 101, 102, right?
Right.
Like-
And there's gonna be freaks like that, because some people are just big burly guys that can't pitch. But pitching is a violent thing to do, man. You're on that mound, and every minute you're coming, you're throwing a rock, a rock basically, because by the 7th inning, sometimes it'll feel like a rock, so heavy, until you get your second win or whatever. But you're throwing that thing as hard as you can for 2.5 hours. It's not a normal thing. It's a violent thing, And if you do that, you're throwing that for 2.5 hours as hard as you can, because you're doing it in warm-ups. You're doing it in between innings as you're warming up. It's not
Long
just
toss.
100, not just 100 pitches that they count. It's the pitches in between, the 8 pitches in between of every inning. So that's another 50 pitches. Okay, let's say, and then foul balls, and then and then the warming up. You're going to warm up, throw 20 or 30 pitches. So you do throw a lot of pitches, but if you throw them all at 100%, what do you have left? Nothing. You're not going to have anything left. You have to move up and down. Learn to pitch. Have your minor leaguers learn to pitch and stop with the stupid rule change.
Right? It used to be back in the not even that far back in the day, where you'd have the ace go into the 7th, even into the 8th inning, and then you'd hear them talk about how he reared back and hit 98 into the 7th inning, or so and so. So, my thought on this is that the owners wanted these freakish guys to throw as hard as they could, and that's what they taught. And you agree with me on that part. And it's the owners that move the needle so far to the one side that now it's Seattle leads the majors in starts per inning, innings per start, at just about 6. That's your leader. When guys used to go 8 innings, 9 innings on the regular.
A starter would not be satisfied unless he pitched 7. Remember?
They get pissed about getting taken out. Peterson got pissed yesterday in the 7th. That's another thing. He got pissed when Mendoza went up the steps. Another good thing that I liked.
He needed
in
it.
the in,
He
in the
needed.
start.
He needed.
Oh
He
yeah,
needed to
yeah,
get
but
his
at
ass
least
out of there.
but show the emotion of like I
Yeah,
got this, have the
like
confidence.
absolutely.
But as my mom points out, stop changing the rules. You wouldn't even be discussing this type of rule if you hadn't had gone out and gotten all these freaks to throw 102 consistently. The guy in the Angels, the poor JD Martinez is on Sports Center for 2 weeks because the guy threw 105-mile-an-hour fastball by him in to end the game. 105.
100. Farace, 105. You can't even see it. If you
I
hit that, if you hit that pitch, it's amazing.
couldn't
Honestly,
even
come on,
imagine.
people. 105, 93, 90 miles an hour is fast for the normal person. Go up there and try to hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Come on, man. This guy throwing 105.
105.
And that's great. He can do that. He's a reliever. He can come in, throw that one inning 105. But when you're trying to teach your starters to throw 105 from the first inning to the third inning, and maybe make it into the fifth inning if you can, it's just crazy. You devalue the guy. You end up having more scrubs in the league, more guys that are just one-dimensional guys in the league because of guys not being able to pitch 7 innings. You need more pitchers. You need more freaks, as you say. Guys can come in and throw 98, 99. For what? And then run the risk of hitting a player because when you throw 98, 99, you can't get out of the way. If these guys don't have control at 99 miles an hour, it's scary. It's
You're gonna
deadly.
die.
You're
You're
gonna
gonna
die.
die.
So everything is relies on each other. If you do this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And they did it to themselves. They see all these guys getting injured. What are we gonna do, Karachi? What are we gonna do? Just change the rules. Make ourselves the good guys. MLB, you're not the
They
good
know it.
guys,
I mean,
man.
they know what they did. It's
You
just like everything else. Whatever. All right. So I think we covered everything. We got everything knocked out of the way. We'll talk about that upcoming road trip next week. I think we're good for Thursdays have been kind to us this year with
Thursdays
scheduling for us, right?
have been pretty good for us.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Nice job, Mets. You take care of
No,
us. I like it.
sometimes we appreciate you, Mets.
Yeah, because there's a certain diva that's unable to do it on one particular night. So we
Here we
appreciate
go.
the Mets
Here we go. Here we
taking
go.
that into consideration. All right, so let's do a little
Okay.
round robin here on the way up on out of here. Rodriguez, start off with you. What's going on your way out?
Listen, dude. I'm just hopeful. No, I believe that our Mets teams are gonna rock the Marlins, smack up Baltimore, go into the San Diego series with a lot of power, a lot of strength, a lot of determination, a lot of. I don't really sound like it. I know I'm trying really hard. I think they're gonna do well. Let's go, Mets. Always praying for you guys.
Do it.
What can I say?
Producer Joe, what you got?
It's a long season, highs and lows. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Buck Showalter used to say that.
Don't get too high.
It's true. I mean, well, that's a different story. The I mean, as hot as we were the hottest team in baseball for 2 months, and it was inevitable we would cool off. So just be patient. We'll hit another hot streak. I'm confident.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is Joe.
My closing statement today is going to be, we got this. And I know the whole reason behind everything that has happened. And I'll tell you it right now. Last Friday morning, I had found this watch band that I have not been able to find. And I put it on. And since last Friday, this team has lost 5 or 6 games.
Get the gasoline can.
So what's going to happen tomorrow morning is we're going to go back to Spider-Man. We're going back to Spider-Man. He's a fan. It happened. I apologize for ruining the, what nice little streak that we had going on there. But that's the reason why it's going on. I will fix it in the morning. and all be right with the world.
Yeah.
Remember that hot streak?
That's exactly. Yeah,
Where is he?
it's the band. Yeah.
There he is. You see him?
The band, people.
It's
There it
the
is.
band. It's the band. All right. That does it for us this week. We bid you adieu. We'll keep you updated on everything that's going on in Metsville, in the group, and on the fan page. Peace out, everybody.
Put it in the box!